Good morning, everyone. It's me again, Mr. Clarke, and his infamous friend, sidekick, Susie.
Clarke TV to your brain again.
So, today we want to talk about starting a new or a next relationship.
Like you take a little break for like 6 months or 1 year or one. How long? Whatever time. But you think you can.
However the break will happen.
You think
take you start a new one. Yeah, you think you're ready to start a new one.
Okay. That sounds great.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
You know this is going to be interesting. I will start laughing all already.
Alright, people, so with any relationship, we have to look at the age gap or the age grouping that you go into.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's near to yours or it's far from yours, right? It plays a big part. Sometimes I don't think it's more an issue for the outsiders who don't really understand the relationship, as opposed to more of the persons in the relationship.
But we're not going to put too much emphasis on the age of such.
Because
whatever age we decide say we are going to use, it can carry in a different realm same way. But for this time round, we are going to look on the age group.
But it is a factor that you cannot leave out.
Yeah,
okay?
It's very important.
Yeah.
Especially when you have venture in a new relationship.
Yeah.
So we are look on anything. It depends on where you, based on what the line where we take, you see how well it work out with whatever you think or situation you think you're in. Okay?
Whatever you think.
Yeah. So people, we can look literally upon the individual personality, right?
Yeah,
and see if the personality of the individual is matching or fitting upon you having regular dialogue with the individual. To see if this person with this level of personality, if it's good enough for you.
Call it compatibility.
Yeah, it's in a draw down in that.
Yeah.
Suppose the person have this tendency feel like she's a night person or he's a night person or he's a day person or whatever.
Oh,
you have some whole more range,
mm-hmm.
I think, because say the person could love alcohol or
smoking
or them thing. You
yeah.
know, you have to start observe them thing different early for safe. Those are some type of design where you can be able to cope
manage,
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you come from a home where nobody no smoke from morning and you no smoke, just use smoking as an example.
Yeah.
You get me? Because when we are talking about smoking now, we are talking about adult, mature people who make a choice of say they are going to smoke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if you are not into the business of these things, you have to be mindful from early. Say, boy, if I meet this individual and then the process of dealing with them smoking and then things, how me I going to be able to deal with it? Because you can't be able to look and say, boy,
am I going to be able to handle it?
You are going to stop them from smoke or change them from smoke because you're not parents.
But you never go in a relationship to change anybody anyway.
Yeah.
Remember that. You always, you show them things and you allow them to accept it and to make the necessary adjustments. Don't you ever try to go in a relationship and change someone.
Well, that is one guideline with Susie also shares, so you must do that. But you have people where confident and overconfident and have this determination to always try to do these things. Because clearly that will cost you why you have a venture now in our next relationship. Because the previous one would be a possibility of that case as well.
So that would be a warning sign.
Yeah, it will literally be a sign for you next when
so you know, so
right?
you're not going to go there suddenly.
So the observance of them things that you are going to use these things. It's not necessarily a list, you know. You get what I say? And even though if a list established, you know, say, I know 90% of the list, you're not going to really get it. Okay?
You're not going to get it for sure. Also, we have to take into consideration if the person is employed or unemployed. Self-employed, you know,
or want to be employed.
Or wanting to be, you know.
Or if the person you're not going to know from now if they have this syndrome of lazy mentality.
Oh,
at least,
that's another one. Yeah.
You know, your
That's
observance in a most of your dialogue, you don't able to cover we have to do with like what type of work them into, the fields that them into. And you have to be extremely careful, because sometimes people will not inform you that it is illicit means.
Them get their money through.
You earn the money, because sometimes those things, well, not necessarily scammers, you know, because they have a wide range of things in terms of illicit of earning money, where whole heap of people venture into where enough people never believe. Because the people them when they in a bank and take $1 off of your money every day. Them in the group as well.
Yeah, but they're the, what you call it? It's like legally scamming you.
Yeah. But we not really pre them still,
No,
but your main objective of ensure that the person, you know, because
is employed or wanting to be employed.
Because you are
working to be employed.
If you are going to find yourself and mind this
person
lady
or this man.
You get what me I say? So or this person have no intention, because sometimes I want to say them underemployed. Meaning say they don't have no job at this point in time, but later on them are going to find themselves a job. Them use terms like say them a farm worker.
Oh, that they do?
Job to space and all these things, space and work again and them things. So I see them format are underemployed, but you have to check out those things. Use your inner intuition to kind of get the person to excel with the understanding of being expressive in that area, so you can learn a little bit more about them. Because you know, say those things can end up being a flag. You know?
Yeah,
and a what color flag for you?
Warning sign.
Right?
Red.
Because for the lady directly knows if the man in a situation where he put himself where he earn money, you know, say she find herself and know, say vice versa still. You know, but yeah, more predominantly with we as male for really take them chances sometimes. You know, and sometimes a person can have this bright prospect in terms of with ambition, but if he's old enough and he not get off the way yet, he's old enough and he not get off the way yet in terms of not having everything work for him and them something there. So those things are some sign of some flux, so because you wanna be first relationship for him.
No.
You get me? Because him ending up in our next relationship.
So it's like a continuing thing for him.
Yeah. So upon those grounds, we have to look on it still. Yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully you and your next proposed spouse or partner are same like-minded and believe in working for one's own.
Because that is going to make whatever plans going forward in a better balance.
So one footstep in front that.
Yeah.
Once if we're not on the same time.
That eventually can be able to stitch up a little bit more.
Yeah, it's
especially when both are on our work.
Starting at the building of the material for
because them say one hand cannot clap.
No, it's
but
true.
some people want to use experiment and beat hand pan wall like say can clap. No,
that's not clapping.
Me? And that don't make no sense. You get me? So those things you have to go make sure say you have those things covered as well.
Yeah, real. Okay, so motivation is also one of many things, and you can't leave it out, and it is a point that has to be taken, right?
Louder. Yeah, for real, them point they have to take louder.
So you know what you want, you meet this person, and I don't know, they will show you signs say them can.
But Susie, I think it'll have to come down to you with where they really motivate if you want to start back to go in a relationship. Because remember say most men don't have a discipline to decide say them are abstain, because that is something where it's a biblical thing that when they use terms like abstain and them stuff there with most males still. But when I say when I want to get across to the signs them way and show if you really push you to be motivated to wanted to get back or go into a relationship. It's a mere fact.
Sometimes you don't really see the signs enough. Sometimes with some women it would be like what you came out of and what you was presenting itself in front of you is totally two different things.
Okay.
And it is pleasing to you what you're seeing. So that then there now you want to test it out and taste it and see if it is as it is in front of you.
With my little being experience still, I think the ladies are more structured and organized in terms of being more aware in terms of the motivation to start again than the male, because some male will not take in regards to some things where they are able to damage them self-esteem. They don't use the physical aspect in terms of wanting to be wild and a whole heap of woman and them thing there. Most of Jamaican female when me know is not like that.
No,
you get me? Jamaican female have this way of protecting them body and protect themselves, them emotion and then something there, because they don't like to in a situation to be hurt. Even though I know the rest of ladies them in the world don't like the idea of that still, but I'm telling you about Jamaican women when me family have an understanding with, they are not in that type of business, because it can be catastrophic for people if that is the case. And
that can cause some mental issues as well. Develop it and you don't really want that. You know?
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, in some cases based on the motivation where it urge the individual or the male in particular if they want to start again as well.
The push.
So when him go in bed at night time, that usual physical and lumpiness of body, like all pants front.
Hey.
Underpants,
oh my goodness.
bed soaking. You know we get these things when I come across with, you know, some dream where it's not only wet, it's soaking dream, you know.
Oh Lord.
You find yourself in a lusting mood, everything. So you goodly as a boy, I don't think they make you ready. But I don't want to use those terms to make you feel ready. The terms that you must use to make you feel ready is most from a mental and an emotional standpoint.
Yeah.
Because when you're ready from those stages, when you're ready, when you go,
solid foundation.
Yeah, when you go now, you're going to a more sustainable relationship and a much or a far better one than where you'd in before. So we can
build a better foundation.
Excellent. And show your mind, body, and soul you that develop that.
And your body ready for it. True.
Excellent.
Alrighty. So both you guys have to know the purpose of what when you're going into the relationship about. What's the main aim when you want to attain together. You understand?
Yeah.
The purpose of the relationship then. I can't just go into the relationship just saying you just want one thing alone. No.
Individually, from the perspective of your purpose venture now into a relationship, you clearly have to decide what is it we are moving forward with together, right? Our objective in terms of coming together. We want you able to be together so we can able to get married or start a family and get married, or we want to exercise each other back or each other body.
You can't go for gym for that.
Well, you're perfectly right, Susie. So you have to make sure, or sometimes as when I tell us that the age goodly, but it still be the case, the same case. You have to make sure of your purpose, where you want.
Yeah, where you want.
If you are going to adopt kids, right? If you are going to start sex now unprotected.
Yeah.
If you are going to start
unplanned, so that you know
unplanned,
you start
you know,
with the family.
you are going to start building a back juice company. you know, and start in a different merit.
Well, that would be good because that's a foundation.
Yeah.
You're building a bag of juice.
You want
a literal bag juice factory.
Yeah, you want to have the best wedding.
Yeah.
Knowing say you never had married before and you get the opportunity.
Special.
Yeah, knowing say you recognize now, say you're ready and you want to move your life forward and you find somebody where you can love, care, trust, all these things.
Kuya.
Right? And knowing
we would like to apologize for the incident a while ago. That was comes with the perks of not paying attention on the road, people. Accidents do happen.
But make we get back to the purpose.
Yeah, the purpose.
Yeah. So with all those things that we explained so far, in terms of the purpose of you know, like the marriage you want to take on to the marriage you have when I best look away, you know, say you never had have such wonderful relationship and now you find yourself in a good stead. Find somebody where you can able to go forward with now.
Yeah.
You know, so you have a whole heap of options of doing some things that you don't want to do. You have all options so you can able to come clean.
How do you say what you mean?
No Dracula in the closet.
No Dracula. No,
yeah.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
going forward.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so you see how many options you have. Right?
But I think you would have tried to do all of that before you come to the part where you propose and all them something.
Well, you have to do all of them something then, but the mere fact that you leave from something to come here. You get me? Every step I way you have to ensure say you solidify say that area there we have to move forward and your purpose clear and good. You get me?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick you alone in there, no wrong bang. Yeah.
We're going back to classroom, you know. Hey!
People are want to understand look clearly, you know, because how we reach to this point in terms of we go across this, the person will request of us to talk about this is that the individual find himself in a situation where he might contemplate whether or not if this person is the most suitable person for them. You know, and
yeah, because those things will come up in your head.
Yeah.
Why should I venture into this? You know, is it for me? You know.
So the person they in a situation now, they either have to put them legs in a U shape, or they want to be able to have some directive sign like plus like an arrow. You know.
Oh, go that way. Don't go that way.
You get me?
Okay.
So that basically that is how we come up. We have discussed this today, but take what you're taking from it because it's very interesting, you know, because I'm learning so much from it as well, you know, because these things can also be reminiscent for me, you know, because anything we have to do with relationship, you know, some part of it, something about it, I go kind of
click with what you
click with something
what you
have,
through.
The special thing that you have,
that is right.
Or the professed special thing that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, when you look on this aspect, for real, even though all these things is taking place and your mind is going in all different directions, you still observe the habit of the individual. If they're good enough when they're around your friends them, you know, if they're good enough when the acquaintance around people, you know, how they function a road in terms of when they got dinner, you know, even if you got Devon House, got look like ice cream, you got a game shop, you know, you observe in an interim if the habits, you know, the mannerism, come and bust them big belch there.
Them having any etiquette, people.
Yeah.
Some little brought up about them. Yes. These things must be seen.
Because you go profile with this individual, you know.
Yeah.
Profiling must be your thing.
No.
But you are going to ending up a profile with this individual. So all of them something there, you are weighing him there and you are going to tell people
take
about,
these things into consideration.
You are going to tell him either your mother, your granny.
And when you're carrying females or males to meet their parents or one of your parents,
Yeah.
it is highly recommended that the person has some manners. Yeah.
And knowing
It's a turn off for most parents.
and knowing how your parents stay.
Yeah. You know how your parents stay, so you know say
Yeah.
what not to carry home.
So,
Hello.
Some little training have to go on in between, but
Yeah.
wonder if a whole heap of work you have to go do with this individual.
Yeah. Because if it's a lot of work, guys, it's not gonna work.
So you
Ladies, same
observe the
thing.
habit as well, you know. If this person have the formal or proper training of it, conduct themselves, as Susie that mentioned, all these etiquettes and these things.
Yes.
You know, those things have to still into observation.
Yeah, requests them have to be
And
there.
I'm telling you this,
Ducks in a row.
they are not going to get it fully right.
No.
Somebody is going to come up immediately and either come up fully done at some point in time, and it will expose the characteristics of the intellectual capacity of the individual and his or her ability to adhere and comply. It also will bring those things as well.
Fully done. Okay.
Susie, don't treat this thing. This thing is very serious, okay?
I am.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Heard you loud and clear.
So people, these are some of my merits and we have to look on. You get me?
Alright. We will not leave out, but we won't ask you to make it to be a big thing. But some people like to look at the physical aspect of their, what you call it, other person, their spouse or
Well, that is
intended
normal.
partner, you know, something about them, some beauty, you know, but the greatest beauty, people, is the one that is within. But we're not going to try to leave out the outward beauty as well, because that enhances the inner one. No, sir?
Yeah, you're going to be the best matchmaker in your mind.
Yes.
You get me? So nothing is wrong with that for you to have a little intention of the physical aspect of how the individual, you know, looks on these things, because you know, say the eye are the key factor with those things. Right? So nothing wrong. But our next little aspect when we want to work on in terms of with the physical,
What is the next
right,
aspect?
is the part where the individual have this tendency or the potential to be physical without your knowledge, but is giving off some indication
Meaning abusive?
as well. You get me? So even though we're in a relationship aspect in terms of with them something, because if you did it and you have this fatiguing spirit and you choose to grab on somebody will look like Mike Tyson or look like Hulk Hogan, and he's have these tendencies of ramping, and I ramp, and push you with a little finger and you end over one table, you drop on your back.
And if it's consistent, it's a no-go, people.
In a ramping format, observe those things keenly.
Yeah.
You get me? You want to know that the verbal altercation them and these things, because a lot of these things are going to take place in a relationship, because you can't tell from the previous one where you didn't know what was some of the no and the yes, or something where you're really not into. But I wanted to take those things into consideration as well.
Yeah.
It may sound weird now, you know, but in a reality, a situation itself, it can be a factor.
And we're saying also, people, you can have a conversation or a discussion, but be very respectful at the same time. You understand?
Yeah.
Because that when you're disrespectful, it triggers and propels the thing to even greater when it need to go there.
Yeah, because both of us' destination is to be one.
Yeah.
You get me?
So we want to work on that.
It's not zoo.
Or few.
Yeah, our few. The main objective from these things is to be one.
One.
So even though you think you're more spirited, and you're accustomed to be this way and nobody can tell you nothing and them something there, you try see if you can put one pillar on some of them for kind of make some adjustment to it.
Push
You know,
on it.
and say your ultimacy have to be in both, you have to be one. You get me?
Yeah.
You're not going to have your way all the time. Because I'm telling you, if you have your way all the time, you're going to end up have your way by you alone all the time.
True.
Because
There won't be no
this is so
we.
clear.
We
And the good thing about everything, your past relationship can help you to guide the future of what you want and the betterment for what you want as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So we have to look into all these things. So we can observe these things and work with them.
Children. If the parties before had children in that relationship, we have to take these things into consideration as well. You want to be the best step.
Not necessarily a step.
Step.
If children is in it, the approach have to be totally different. You know?
Or you deal with the mother or the father, deal with the mother, or
and
the
more
mother, deal with the
compassion,
father.
more whole heap of things have to in it for it work. Because you know everybody observe you from your approach and how you deal with the children, so or the child.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Sometimes you have more than one.
If you love the calf or you love the cow.
Just the cow alone.
You get me? So all of them things they are coming to observation. And me I tell you the truth. If you're in a business of pretending when it come on to children in a relationship, and it's something we are going to stay for long, it is going to expose.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Because the pretending thing when it come on to relationship no have no sustainability. Because pressure going to make you expose.
Yes,
so we're not deep down in our children still, but we just put that on a guide. So if children in our play.
Yeah,
you know,
and if you want to be that parent that is be supportive and anything let the mother or the father who is the birthright parent deal with most of the scolding of the parent, because you don't want it to be said that you're being abusive of the child.
You have to be a bit more creative in dealing with it.
Yeah.
But the next thing to find out how many children is it or how many children is there. You get me? Because sometimes some children are in some location and nobody not tell about it.
Oh, hide off.
The hiding children, them find out is how much children she really have or he really have.
Yeah.
You get me?
You know that.
And sometimes it's good if you find out, say if I'm accustomed to picking up jacket too, so sometimes you can encourage the individual, you know, to find out if you're a child based on some of the toxicity where you don't come from with other relationship too.
Yes, that is
You
true.
get me? So them something there, we can look on some of them things there too. We not go deep down in it, but observe
Yeah,
the
watch
aspect.
them something there too.
We have to do it like children because you know say your mindset have to go show more maturity in terms of in that relationship, you know.
Yeah.
You get me? So you have to be mindful whether or not you can take on these things or if it's too much for you from such a early stages or stage.
True.
You get me?
Excellent. Well said.
Yeah.
We tend to have, sometimes we don't have we don't have the nearby ones, meaning if you and the person live in the same community and live in the same or to work at the same workplace, sometimes we have those relationships that we call long distance.
Yeah.
Right?
Distance relationship.
Yeah, very long distance, and those sometimes they if they last, they stand the test of time for during that the period where the partners are apart. That's a good thing. That means they had a foundation when they started this relationship.
I am telling you, when it come on to the distance relationship, it's the most difficult thing you will ever experience in your life. But if you're in for the business of this relationship to work,
In it to win it.
you have to go all the way, because I'm telling you about that relationship. That distance one day is going to be able to minimize.
Eventually.
Right? And that I hope we have to keep. You get me? And it come down to you as an individual to make sure so that relationship can work. Some of the things that you don't literally do, Susie. Make
Oh,
time.
like can make time. If you don't live, you try to make time to spend time together.
No, what if you can't spend time together? The communication aspect.
That would have to be tenfold. Because you have to be creative, as you would say.
Yeah, and that have to step up.
Yeah.
You
FaceTime them and you
all variety
up with them.
of
you understand? Texts in the mornings, texts in the evening, calls in the mornings, calls in the afternoon, whatever.
So you don't have build a relationship in a relationship in your mind. But when it come down to you as an individual.
Yeah.
What you built out of.
Yeah.
What are your character and characteristics in terms of your strength? To see how much you can do well with these things, because I am telling you, when those distant aspects have an opportunity to close the distance, everything about the situation, physically, mentally, is going to be magnified.
Can be tested as well.
You get what I say? It's going to be amazing.
It just shows,
it's
the
going
resilience.
To be, all right, because you don't have something in a something where you don't create a different line of how you feel, and you don't able to be more expressive.
Yeah.
But it come down to you to show how strong you be.
Yes.
And remember, the only thing we keep relationship going is the only thing we keep relationship going and have a bright future is to stop tell lie, or you can't. In a whole heap of business are telling lie. And the
that has to be minimized.
Yeah, and the word don't not minimize. Not supposed to in there no time. You get me? The word don't at the place and them something there. Keep your bag in that lock. Keep your boxer shorts.
But so sometimes
close.
It's not really lie, you just deviate from telling the person in the situation right there and then until you find an appropriate time. Sometimes I don't lie.
So what you call that? A delay lie?
It's just a delay tactics. You don't tell the person.
Tactics? Delay truth?
Tactics.
Yeah, delay truth?
You just not bother tell them it right this so.
A delay truth?
Because probably it would have caused a confrontation and an argument
at
the time. So you just wait until the water calm down a little bit.
So you pick a later date for confrontation?
Yeah, but it won't be so volatile like before.
But Susie, listen. If you're able to be truthful from morning, from this.
No, I'm not saying enough to be truthful. I'm not say that, but I say certain things. Sometimes some things you can't say at the same time.
Yeah, I understand it clearly, but you don't have to put yourself in another situation if that happen. You just make sure you be truthful, because that are the most important thing we have to work in a long distance relationship. Nobody there in a house and the man up on the phone, or the woman up on the phone and them communicate. I want to shot a ball pass.
Nah.
Want head tap bend down.
Yeah, nah.
You get me? Because the person up on the next side, I go skeptical and I wonder. You
what
get
was
me?
That?
Because if you want to know if ghosts there, all you have to do is call in a long distance relationship. And you will know if Duppy there in a house. Because the person with up on the next side of the line, I watch everything in there to justify the trust. Because sometimes the door will all slam and accusation come up, say boy, one woman pass or one man pass.
There. Who is there with you?
So them so it's all the way,
Susie. But it's true.
But
it's true.
We have to look on those things. You get me? So the long distance relationship, it does not take a child or immaturity or a weak person to deal with distance relationship. It take man of mans, woman of womans.
Yeah, maturity.
Mature of maturity. Everything it take, it have to double.
Yeah.
Because sometimes just a mere fact to understand that these things exist.
Yep.
You jump on some breed of feelings upon you, and you have to firm in your system to make sure say it work. So people, just remember, when the individuals see this video today, I think they are going to please it, or we able to cover most of the grounds to have them to understand certain things they have to do with the relationship or when you venture into our next relationship. But
Yeah.
don't ever forget to subscribe, share, make a comment. We have to do with Clarke TV. CLARKE
And like it, people.
TV.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Thank you so much.
love, care,
And
share.
share.
Alright.
We're out of here.